Pooja ma'am,
हाँ जी.
you can start.
Okay, just a minute.
Everyone, please mute yourself as this session is going to be live on YouTube.
आउटपुट दाम मतलब 1650 1700.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's my pleasure to welcome you all here for the learning session, a workshop on Blender. I, Pooja Juneja, welcome you all here. The beautiful thing about learning is that nobody can take it away from you. Okay, so it's always good to know and learn something new. Before starting this workshop, I would like to introduce Miss Preety Rani Rajvanshi, HOD SOIT. Ms. Preety Rani Rajvanshi has total work experience of more than 10 years in the field of academics, administration, and curriculum development, assessment, and evaluation. Her forte is in the area of cloud computing, big data, cybersecurity, new age, technological usage, and development, computer languages. She's Oracle Cloud Infrastructure Certified. She is an assistant professor and HOD of BCA and MCA program at School of IT, IMS Noida. She is certified faculty organizer for the spoken tutorials, an initiative by IIT Bombay for FOSS. She has published a number of research papers in UCG Care and Scopus Index Journal and has presented several papers in the seminar and conferences. In order to update her knowledge and skills, she has been attending FTPs and workshops in the new age technologies, research methodology, and allied areas of computer science and information technologies. She has also done many certificate courses from Swayam, Udme, and Coursera, namely machine learning, Python, Google Cloud, etc. Besides academics, she has been the coordinator for curricular and extracurricular activities, faculty coordinator for placements, admissions, and professor in charge of PC and MC program. She has organized several panel discussions, webinars, seminars, conferences, and workshops. I would like to invite Ms. Preety Rani Rajvanshi to address students now.
Thank you so much, Pooja ma'am, for the introduction.
Welcome.
And welcome everyone for the session. As you are very much aware about the open source technology, so on the topic we are discussing today is the open source technology that is a part of curriculum, that is a part of New Age India. Because when we are talking about open source environment, we don't have to pay for anything. So proprietary softwares are going to move from proprietary to open source now. So Blender is a technique on which you people might work upon, or you might heard about the designing part and the development part for the graphics designing also. So for this, we have IIT Bombay collaboration with the spoken tutorial also. They are also having this knowledge bank with their system. We are going to introduce you all with that also. But we have an expert in our environment in our college as well, Dr. Preety Khatri, for these technology. And I would like to tell everyone that please attend as much as workshops and guest lectures we are conducting for you, because everything makes you learn something new that might not you might not aware about it, you might know about it, but very less thing like वो किस चीज़ के लिए यूज़ होता है, या हम उसे कैसे परफॉर्म करा सकते हैं, या हम उसे कैसे स्टैब्लिश कर सकते हैं. बट येस, अगर आपको स्टार्ट फ्रॉम स्क्रैच अगर उसे सीखना है तो आपको वर्कशॉप्स वेबिनार्स के थ्रू सीखना चाहिए. बिकॉज सिलेबस में अगर वो नहीं भी है तब भी इंडस्ट्री रिक्वायरमेंट्स के अकॉर्डिंग आपको अपने आप को अपडेट और अपग्रेड करना बहुत ज़रूरी है. So thank you so much, Pooja ma'am, and I would like to welcome everyone and Preety Khatri ma'am as well for the session. Thank you.
Thank you, Preeti ma'am. Moving further, before starting the workshop, I would like to introduce session speaker for today's workshop on Blender, Dr. Preety Khatri, Assistant Professor, SOIT. Dr. Preety Khatri is working as assistant professor. She has done PhD Computer Science and MPhil Computer Science and Masters of Computer Application. She has more than 15 years of experience in teaching. She has published a large number of research papers in international as well as national journals. She has presented various research papers in national and international conferences. She has published various books as well. Her area of interest is data mining, data structures, graphics, C++, .NET, operating system, DBMS, and computer architecture. Now I request Dr. Preety Khatri to please start the workshop and get knowledge to the students, give knowledge to the students. Sorry. Thank you. Preety Khatri, ma'am.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I would like to thanks to Pooja ma'am and Preeti Rajvanshi ma'am for inviting me for such a for this session. So let's start the session. Ma'am, please unshare the screen.
Yes, ma'am. I'm doing that.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sharing. So let's start the session. First, I would like to introduce the Blender. As Preeti Rajanshi ma'am has introduced about Blender, it's a 3D animation software, right? You can make any type of animation. You can do rendering. You can do modeling, structuring, texturing in Blender. So just this is a little bit introduction about this Blender. What you will do in this, you can make different types of modifiers. You can use different types of modifiers with the help of Blender. You can create different types of meshes, and with the help of meshes you can create any type of structure also, like as you can see here. With the help of object mode, edit mode, texture mode, and various types of mode, you can do any type of animated things. Next, sculpturing. You can make various types of sculptures with the help of Blender, and you can make different types of designing, and you can make different types of modeling. With the help of modeling tool sets, you can do sculptures like this, as you can see here. Then you can make animated various types of games also, like there are different types of games you are created. And next is rendering. Rendering means you can after making the modeling, how to model, how to render the software. You can, there are different types in the rendering. There are different types of option. You can give the lightning effect, you can adjust the camera, you can give the shading effects also in this Blender software. And you can make the simulation also. Simulation means simulation means you can, like fluid simulation, smoke simulation. Here you can make like any solid object into material or particles or here, right? So in this today's workshop, this is the agenda today. What you will learn: first you will learn how to navigate Blender. I will discuss about the navigation, how to interpret and interact with Blender user interface, then how to select and transform in Blender, how to add and delete objects, various workspaces we will discuss, modeling, how to create meshes, how to different types of options like extruding, editing, joining, duplicate objects, then finally rendering. And after that, I will discuss some examples. Right. So before starting the session, I will share a video, small clip, which will show what this Blender does. So I would like to request Preety Rajvanshi ma'am, please play the video.
Welcome to Blender. Blender is a fantastic open source software that is mostly known for its 3D animation and modeling capabilities. It's a very powerful software that's been used in feature films, games, TV series, and a bunch of other amazing projects such as the ones you see here. But it can also do much more than that. Video editing, compositing, painting, sculpting, visual effects, cloth simulation, particle simulation, fluid and smoke simulations, 3D printing, and as of recently, 2D animation and real-time rendering. So, if you want to...
Thank you very much, ma'am, for sharing this clip. So I think from this video, it will be very much clear to all of you what the Blender does. It will do modeling, simulation, and various types of things. So I'm just sharing my screen. This is a Blender 2.9 version. This is the latest type of version, right? So first I will introduce the interface about the Blender, right? What is this and what it will do. As you can see on the screen, there is a cube, right? And it is selected. If I left click, actually in this Blender, totally about, this is a work about this mouse, left click and right click, right? When I click the left button of the mouse, this is a camera is selected. When I click this one, this is a light. So there are three components. The first is a cube, this is an object, this is a camera, and this is a light, right? As you can see on the above, these are different types of panels are there. I will discuss. This is another panel, and these are various types of panels through which you can do editing also. And here, this is a timeline window. Like this, you can, timeline window is used when you do any type of animation, then we will set different types of like we will set the timings also, right? So first I will show the navigation. Like navigation means, suppose when I left click on this is selected, left click on this camera is selected, and left click on this light is selected. But how it will do when I want to select all the components, then I press through the keyboard capital A, right? When I press capital A, it will select all the components, and when I press Alt plus A, these all components are deselected. So I would like to request all the students, just take a copy and pen and write the shortcut command also. Actually in this Blender, shortcut commands are very, very important, right? So I'm repeating again, when I press A, all the components are selected, and when I press Alt A, all the components are deselected. Okay, now there are various types of things in this. Suppose this is the object mode, right? As you can see here, this is an object mode. When I click here in this object mode, suppose just a minute, I'm adding a new file here. Yes, this is an object mode. When I click here, so there, this is an edit mode, sculpturing mode, vertex paint, weight paint, and texture paint, right? When an object is edited, then it will be edited in the edit mode. So go to the edit mode, right? And from here again, you can go to the object mode. And this is the shortcut command of object mode in edit mode is tab. Now I am pressing the tab from the keyboard, right? When I press tab, I am switching from object mode to edit mode. Again, I press the tab, I am switching from again edit mode to the object mode, right? So now here in computer graphics, when you will learn about computer graphics, some of the students know about computer graphics, some of I think do not know about the computer graphics. There are various types of transformations are there. Transformation means like a translation, rotation, scaling. Translation means, first I have to discuss the translation. Translation means you are changing the position of an object. Suppose this is an object and I am changing the position. So this changing the position means you have to press G. G means you are changing the position of an object, right? Rotation ke liye press R. I am rotating an object, right? And for scaling means you are changing the shape of an press S. Scaling and right? These are the shortcut commands, but this is a panel. This panel shows the select box, cursor means this one cursor, right? This one, and this is moving. Moving means, suppose when I click this, moving means you can move, means grabbing. This is red button. Red button means this is you are moving the object or translating the object in x-axis. Green button means you are translating the object in y-axis. And blue button, blue line means you are translating the object in Z axis, right? And this is rotation. Rotation, when I click this, you can rotate the object in a particular axis also. Suppose when I click on the red circle, you are rotating in x-axis. When I click on this blue circle, you are rotating in y-axis. And then when I click this green, you are rotating in z-axis, right? Again, next is scaling. You can scale the object in a particular axis also. Like you can here, this is a scaling in y-axis. And when I click on this red button, you are scaling in x-axis, and this is scaling in according to the z-axis. So these are the various types of I have already discussed about the shortcut also, and these are the panels, so you can select from here also. Okay, now there are now I will discuss how to interpret and how to interact with this user interface, right? When I make any type of game or any type of animation, so sometimes we want a maximize screen. So the shortcut, note down, the shortcut of maximize screen is press Control plus space. Now I have done from the keyboard Control and space. Now my screen is maximized. You can do anything, right? Again, when I press Control plus space, so it will be undo, right? Now, again, another option is press Control, write down Control and page up, right? When I press Control and page up, then it will navigate to the
प्रीति खत्री मैम, मैम आप म्यूट हो गए हैं, प्लीज
Oh,
अनम्यूट.
yes, ma'am. I am audible now.
या यू आर ऑडिबल.
Okay, okay. Sorry. The next I am discussing here. The next component is rendering. Rendering means this is the actual view. This is the actual view of the object when you render the object. This is the animation when you animate any object. Next is shading. Shading, right? When you do any type of shading object, when we will discuss different types of example, so we will use these types of component. When you do any type of texture painting, so it will we will be using it, right? This is UV editing. Sculpturing, when you do any type of sculpture models. In sculpturing, you can suppose this is, I'm grabbing this, you can do sculpture. These are the various types of sculpture structures. So based on these sculpture structures, you can make sculpturing. This is a modeling. This is a window. This is a user interface on which we are working, right? And this is finally is the layout. So these are the various types of interaction or various types of component on this screen, right? And you can split the screen also. You can split the, suppose this is a screen, you can split this screen into two parts also, like this. This is an edge, right? When I am clicking here, you can split the screen vertical and horizontal split also. Suppose I am clicking here for horizontal split and click here. So our screen is splitted in two parts, right? When this is used when you are working with a parallel, suppose parallel screen, so you can do this. And how to delete it? I'm clicking here, then click on join areas and click here, right? It will be removed. Clear? Now, here you can see add component is there. From here you can add any type of meshes. I have talked about the meshes in the PPT, like meshes. You can add plane, you can add cube, circle, ultraviolet sphere, and cylinder, cone, torus, grid, monkey. Suppose I am adding ultraviolet sphere like this, right? I'm scaling it. Clear? And you can make the smooth, right? And shade smooth. You are making this smooth, right? Now the next is you can in add, you can add various types of curves also, like Bezier curve. I have already discussed in graphics class various types of curve, NURBS curve, Bezier curve. We have already read about the computer graphics, and these are the NURBS curves. These are the basically B-spline curves. You can add various types of balls, planes with the help of these types of armature. Like when I add monkey, I am adding monkey shape. This is this, right? Click this. Basically, with the help of this shape, you can create any type of model. You can create any type of structure also, right? The next is like when I press Shift plus space bar, note down plus space bar. This is also a shortcut menu, right? Shift plus space bar, right? And when I press N means for navigation, right? You can navigate, like you can navigate through location. You can change the value of x-axis, change the value of y-axis, z-axis. With the help of rotation, you can change this value, you can scale the value, and so on. Clear? Now the next is you have to press Shift plus S. Suppose I'm selected this, okay, and you have to press Shift plus S. Shift plus S. It will gives the navigation bar. You have to give navigation like selection to grid. You can make a cursor active. You can cursor selected. These are the various types of navigation are there with the help of Shift plus S, right? Now I'm adding a new file. Wait. Yes. Again, suppose I'm going to the edit mode after pressing tab. Clear? This cube is selected. I'm scaling it. Clear? Suppose I want to select do not annotate Aman Bharti on the screen. If you are not interested, you can leave the session, right? Now, suppose I want to select some portion like top faces. These are the various types of faces, right? You have to press Shift and with the help of mouse left button, you have to select these vertices, and this face is selected now, right? You can extrude the shape. You have to press E for extrude, and you can extrude the shape also. Extrude means you are extending. And when I press A, the whole cube is selected, and when I press Alt A, the whole cube is deselected. Now again, suppose there are various types of option for the selection and deselection. Instead of by pressing shifting and left click button, press B. This is another option. Press B and I click the left mouse button, and this is a shortcut view, right? And press extrude. You are extruding this session. Clear? So I think it will be very much clear to you. The next is suppose you can there you see here there are various types of panels are there. If I talk about this one panel, I'm adding the new screen because there is some annotation, right? This is another panel, right? In this panel, this is a collection panel, like what you are added in this screen, right? The panel will show this is a camera, this is a cube, this is a light, and this is another panel through which in this panel you can edit various types of things, like just I have to read these things. This is a selection box. This is a scene. Scene means you can see various types of options are there. You can do ambient illusion are there. Okay, you can bloom the object. You can blurring the object. Like when you created a scene, you can do editing with the help of this types of option. You can make hair of any object. You can create shadows. You can create lightning effect. You can use different types of pencils. Right now, this is a next option is layer option. Layer option is used when you are creating this is also used for editing of an object, like this is related to basically lightning effects, like you want to add more lightning, color, specular reflection, you want to give a volume to an object, you give the emission, you give a shadow also. So we use the view layer, right? The next is the scene. Scene is also used when you are editing with the help of various types of audio, or you want to add some audio, or you want to give some gravity to an object, basically these options mostly used for animation. Word means you when like you can apply the some volume, right? Word option are used mostly for the whole project. The next is lightning. Lightning means you can give relations, collections, motion path. The next is constraints. Basically, you can see here there are different types of constraints are there, like copy, rotation, scaling, transformation. Actually, these all options which you are seeing here, according to the project which we are working, right? So we are using according to that project. This is a lightning project, and this is the texture. You want to give any texture to any object, right? So let's I'm adding another file where here some options like modifier. Yes, modifier options is mostly used in the different types of objects also. Like you can modify, you can add any type, you can make any type of object, like you can make subdivision, you can solidify, like you can make any object in the form of cloth, you can make a fluid form, you can make in ocean form, right? And the main important thing is a material. Material means you can give any color. Suppose this is cube is selected, okay, I'm giving any color to this cube, right? And when I press the F12, just a minute, right? So this is the actual when I talked about the rendering mode, this is the rendering mode of this object. So this part, top view and this side view, is illuminated, whereas this part is not illuminated. Why? Because light is there and camera is there, right? You can add as much as many lights, you can add as much as many cameras also. Clear? And when I press 0, when I press 0, so it shows the camera view. Again, when I press 0, so I am undoing the operation, right? And in the keyboard, the numpad 1 to 9, these also do some operations. Suppose when I press 2, here I am pressing 2. So you can see here the top view, bottom view of this object, right? When I press 4, I am pressing 4. You are seeing the view of this object, right? Like this, all the faces of this object, right? You are pressing 7. You are going to the top orthographic view. Basically, orthographic view is a 90-degree angle, right? When you will read about the in computer graphics about the projection, so you will learn about the orthographic projection. Orthographic projection means when you are viewing the object at 90-degree, right? So now I will show you some animation. So before doing the animation, options like you can make the duplicate objects also, right? How to make duplicate objects? This object is selected, you have to press shift plus D. This is the duplicate object, shift plus D, right? These are the duplicate objects. Clear? So let's start some example. I'm just unsharing again. Yes. Yes, let's do some example. First, I will make a green grass, right? Just make a green grass, write down the steps, okay? This is a cube. First, you have to delete this cube. So you can delete this cube from the keyboard by pressing the delete key, or press X from the keyboard. This cube is deleted, right? Then go to add, then mesh. You have to add a plane, right? Because we are creating a grass. You can pressing S, you are scaling this. You are scaling it, right? And you can grab here. Clear? Now go to here, particles. This is a particle. Go to here. Now click on this sign, right? Then click here. Why here? Because we are making a grass shape. Click here, but the size is very large, so we have to So we have to make a size small of this grass. Okay, so now numbers. The numbers of this grass is very less, right? So you can change the number also according to your interest. I am writing here it's 50,000, right? But the size is very large, and so hair length I have to adjust it. Hair length it will be in points, so I write here 0.3, right? You can write 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, right? Now here I am clicking. This is advanced. It will show like it's a better look for advanced, right? Now I'm scrolling here and go to physics. When I go to physics, then here go to forces, and the here, which are the here, I will add some volume, brown here, add some volume. I'm giving it will spread, right? It is 0.3. Now we have to it's a final view, and we have to give some color to this grass. Okay, so let's in material, mostly material is used to give a color. Material, click new and give the base color. Suppose grass is always green. Um, this and some dark color. Okay, now this grass is ready, and now we have to render. These are the various types of options. This is the rendering options, right? This is our grass. As you can see, I am moving in all views, right? And when I rotate it, you can see the base of this grass, and you can see this view also, right? Clear? And you can add more lightning also in this. If I add some light, suppose I want to add some sun, right? There is some lightning, right? And I'm scaling. You can scale this grass, or you can, okay. Now suppose, let's make it more interesting. I want to add some some balls. Some we want to move some balls, right? So let's add mesh, add some ultraviolet sphere. Okay, I am just scaling it. Okay, I'm not scaling. I'm just grabbing it. I'm changing the position. Okay, this is a ball here, right? And I'm right clicking it and shade smooth, right? Just change the color of this ball. I have already discussed. Go to material, go to new, and I'm changing the color. Let's make it a red color ball. Okay, now it looks great. Okay, you can press Shift D also. Okay, and you can make duplicate objects. You can make any type of duplicate objects also. Let's animate. I will show you the animate of any one ball, right? It's very simple. Like wait, yes, first you have to select this ball, right? Then you have to move this ball. Clicking here, you have to, in which direction you want to move this ball. Okay, just I want to move in Z direction. Okay, this, then press I. From the keyboard you have to press I. What you want to, you have, I want to lock the location and rotation. Okay, now you have to move this timeline bar. Okay, just I am moving it here, right? I am again scroll here. Now again press I. Now location and rotation. Again this, right? Now you have to move this. Now press I. Then again this. Again grab it. Now again you have to scroll it and move it. Clear? Then press I and this. Okay, just I'm showing a little animation, little type of animation. Wait, just only some few steps I have added. So you can add any steps. You can add many balls, any like multiple balls, green, red, blue color, various types of balls, and you can see the animation, and it will be like will be more clear to you. Just you can see animation. I have created, I think, 30 to 40 frames only, right? You can create up to 250 to 40 frames, right? Clear? So this is a grass. I think this practical will be liked by you. So next, let's make another practical, or I'm just stopping it. Yes, let's make another one, another graphics, another animation. Let's now we have already created a grass with balls and animation. Now I am making. I will create any solid object into a cloth, right? We are making a solid object and we are making it to a cloth. Now let's start. This is a new interface. Again, I have to delete this cube. Clear? Again, go to add mesh. I am adding the plane, right? I am scaling it. I am scaling this. Yes, you are changing this position of this. Clear? Now, just we have to add ultraviolet sphere. Okay, I am just grabbing it. Okay, now we have to scale it. Wait, I am scaling option is there. I have to scale it in up direction like this, right? And press G and grabbing it so that it will look like it lies in this surface. Clear? Right? Now we have to add now another plane. So add mesh and another plane. This is a plane. Press G and you have to place this plane on the above of this ultraviolet UV sphere. Now scale, you have to scale like this, right? Now it will look nicely. Now we have to grab like this. We have to hold like this, right? Now what we are doing, yes, this base is like a plane, right? This ultraviolet sphere is like an object, and this topmost plane, we want to this topmost plane as an a cloth, right? So how we will make it a cloth? So for this, from object, go to edit mode. Clear? And after edit mode, you have to right click here and click on subdivide. We are subdividing this area, and click here subdivision. How many subdivision you can create? Till 20 to 30 subdivision. I am writing here 25. So we are subdividing this area. Why subdividing? Because we want to make it a cloth, so we have to make partitions of this object, right? Now again, go to the object mode. Clear? Now here, go to this is a modifier section, right? Add modifier. Then we are making it cloth, so make this as a modifier as a cloth, right? Clear? Now again, go to the modifier and add some solidify modifier and add some subdivision solid modifier also. Clear? Now go to physics. Wait. Yes, we are going now in the physics section, and we are making the better quality, right? Yeah, suppose you can give a quality like 10 quality steps. How many steps? It will be 10, 20, which you like. Now we want to collide this plane with this sphere with this plane again. So you have to go to the collision section, this here, right? And these all options are in the physics area, right? Now I'm going in the collision, and you have to check this one, self collision, right? Now all options are done of this one small plane. Now we have to click this UV sphere. Now we have to make some changes in this UV sphere also. For this, I'm in the section of physics, right? And I'm clicking here in collision, and yes, and again click on this base area, and I also want to this collision, right? Now let's add some colors, right? Color makes this like practical more attractive and more manageable. So go to this new like make it's a green color, make it some dark color, click on this sphere, give some color. Suppose I am giving some base color, like it's a blue color, right? And click on this plane. I am giving this color as a yellow color, right? Now let's animate. Now it's a time to animate this. Now I'm clicking the play button, right? I'm clicking the play button. First, you see here, it will look like a cloth, right? Now, where are the colors? So go to the here, right? Now again, animate this. Just I am moving it by pressing 4. Wait, I am adjusting it little bit here. Yes, now it will good. Now I'm playing at the animation. You can see the yellow plane. Now it's not a plane, it's like a cloth, right? I'm just by pressing 4, you can see here. Again, I am animating it. Again, I am animating it, right? That's why I have taken the UV sphere, because we have to check whether it will be a cloth or not. Clear? And from this view, you can check also. Just it's animated again. Yes. Right? So this is with the help of physics options, with the help of collision, you can collide different types of surfaces, and you can make any solid object in the form of a cloth also. Clear? So this is done. Now again, let's do another one. Okay, let's make some. Okay, let's make some pillows. Okay, we are creating some pillows. So we are designing some pillows. Let's start a new one. Just this is a cube. Okay, we want to make this cube in the form of a pillow, right? So what you will do, you have to check. First we will scale it. Click on scale, right? And we want to scale in Z direction because we have to press it. So Z direction is this blue one. So you have to click it. How much? Now if you have to scale some like pillow sizes like this, it will, right? And you have to scale again, right? It's okay. Now again, go to edit mode, right? Now you have to subdivide it again, as we have done previously in this previous practical. Now you have to press Control R, Control R, right? This is a subdivision. So in the mouse there is a middle wheel. You can scroll the middle wheel. It will create multiple subdivisions, right? And click the left button. Okay, yes. Now again press Control R, and you can scroll the middle wheel of this mouse and you can left click. Now this is the subdivision done. Again, what we are creating this object in the form of cloth, right? So we have to go to the physics option, physics, then go to cloth, right? Then you have to go to collide, right? And set the quality. It will be the quality 4, 5, 6 which you want, right? And again, like you can check the self collision. Clear? Just mute yourself. Okay. Now we want to give some weight. We want to give some weight. So go to the field weight. Weight is used to give some weight, right? So when you go to the weight, then click on the gravity, right? The gravity will be 0. Okay, just set the gravity is 0. Now go to add. We want to add some forces. So add, go to force field and add some forces to this plane, right? And you can change the strength. You can change the strength of forces. It will be more. It will be 2000, 3000, 4000. Suppose I am giving the strength, suppose 5000, right? The more strength you will be given, it will be. Now you have to play. You have to play it. Okay, wait. wait, just a minute. You have to adjust this now, where more fluffiness to, you can see more fluffiness to this object. Now here, this is at this point, yes, at this point there is more fluffiness. Clear? So you have to stop here. Now you can delete this force, click, sorry, just click, press X, and I'm deleting this force. Now our pillow is almost ready. Okay, now you have to go to modifier, just click here, we are going to modifier, and we have already making it a cloth, so we have to tick apply, so it will finally make it a cloth. Now it's like a cracking type of pillow, so we'll make it smooth. Right click, shade smooth, right? Let's now create a very good look, so I'm making another pillow by pressing shift plus D, and this is another pillow, and we have to rotate it a little bit, right? Yes, it will be. Now I'm just moving it. Yes, it will be more good look. Yes, it will be like this. I'm just, yes, clear? Now for creating more good look, I'm adding a plane also. Clear? Plane, and I'm scaling it, right? Just I'm scaling the plane, just scale it to the whole screen. It will be create a more better look. I'm just grabbing it, scale, more scale. Yes, now it's good. When I click here, yes, it's good. Now let's give some color. Select this plane, go to material again, give some color. Suppose I'm giving some red color, yes. So let's animate. Now our pillows are ready, and this is the area. You can see all the faces of these two pillows, right? These are the white color pillows on the red surface, right? You can see any angle, and you can see shadows are there. Why shadows? Because camera is there, camera is there, and light is there. As I've already discussed, you can add as much lights, you can add as much cameras also, right? Clear? So this is all about the pillows. So that's all about this. Do you want practicals? Yes, just write in a chat box. Okay, that's it about this today's session. Okay, now we have already created, I have already discussed about the various types of options. Just create a small practical. Okay, it's a small practical. Wait. Yes, I'm adding a new. Yes. Have you seen the 3D view of different types of cubes? Like this is a cube, right? Suppose I am making it a duplicate cube by pressing shift plus D, right? You creating shift plus D, shift plus D, shift plus D, shift plus D. I'm making lots of cubes, right? So by selecting all these, shift and D, shift and D, right? I'm moving, right? Now shift and D, right? You can add more cubes. Wait, I'm grabbing it. I'm just scaling it down, and shift plus D, and you have to select all these cubes by pressing these shift plus D, shift plus D, shift plus D, and that's it. Okay. Now press from the keyboard, shift and toggle button, right? Shift and toggle button. So when you press W from the keyboard, like this, right? You are moving forward. Clear? And view when, suppose I'm giving some, wait, shift plus this one. I'm giving W. Suppose I'm pressing S. So I'm pressing S, Alt Shift plus toggle, and I'm pressing S. We are backwarding, right? Clear? You can give the colors also. Suppose we have selected this cube. You can give colors also. Suppose I'm selecting all these cubes. This. Okay, you can give colors. It will be attractive. I'm giving this blue color. Okay, I'm changing the color of these cubes, right, like this. And you can change the color also, right? Press the rendering mode, right? These are the various types of rendering mode also, right? Now press shift and toggle. Okay, now suppose we want to move forward, so press W. This is a 3D view, you can see, right? When you press S, shift and toggle, you are pressing S. Clear? So this is a 3D view of these types of. So I think the session will be liked by you. So that's all from my side. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you, Preeti ma'am. Thank you, Pooja Juneja ma'am. So thanks, Pooja ma'am.
Thank you, Preeti ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Students have some queries. KM, need you ask what are the fields where the software is used? So
In
आपने शुरू में ही बताया था वैसे, but if you can
yes.
repeat.
This software is used in animation, and you can make different types of games, right? Like the games like Among Us game or various types of games which you are like playing. These are created in Blender, right? You can make various types of modeling. You can model the various types of structures, like you can model car, you can make automobiles or various types. Like I have created pillows for designing also. I have created pillows. I have created grass structure, right? So you can create anything
Okay.
as, yes.
Then when you sum up with your practical part, the cube part, I guess Utkarsh and Shweta didn't understand that. So for those, I would like to tell them that you can check this video on YouTube, and this video is live on YouTube, and it will be there for on YouTube IMS Noida channel. So you can take reference from there, because we have short of time, and we will try to give you some accents so that you can work upon it in future. And if you want to upgrade it, if you want to gain some more knowledge, so once you come back to campus, we will try to help you out practically. Okay, I guess, is it okay with you, Utkarsh and Shweta? Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am. Pooja Juneja ma'am. uh, Okay, I guess Pooja Juneja ma'am is not able to uh, connect.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is the time for vote of thanks. So thank you so much, Preety Khatri ma'am, for the session. Uh, I attended whole session. I don't know how to animate these things, but I like the session, and I'll try to understand from you that how you animate that ball from one position to another. I know it in C with the graphic mode, but not in Blender. But yes, I hope students like the session and they will work upon it, as we have planned several events like a mascot challenge, like we have created express it, click it. So बहुत सारे हमने जो events plan किए वो शायद students अब और ज़्यादा participate कर पाएंगे,
Yes,
because
ma'am.
students are reverting in chat box that the session is mind blowing. Yes, the session is mind blowing, and I like the pillow part, that pillow आया और ऐसे चला गया side में, and I was like हाँ ये क्या हुआ. So actually this is the power of animation, and I hope student will try it at home, as this is the you can use it on your laptop. This is the open source environment and you can work upon it. So Pooja ma'am is there.
Should I
Yeah.
go for vote of thanks? Should I deliver that?
Yeah, ma'am. We were waiting for you actually. Yeah.
No, actually, I was here. You were
Yeah.
talking. I unmuted myself, but you were talking. That's why
Okay,
I
okay. No
stopped.
issue,
Okay.
ma'am. No issue. Yeah.
It's my honor to propose vote of thanks. Firstly, I would like to thank Dr. Manju Gupta, Dean Academics, to be always inspiring. I would like to thank Ms. Preety Rani Rajvanshi, HOD SOIT, for organizing such events. I would like to thank Dr. Preety Khatri, Assistant Professor SOIT, and the session speaker, for sharing her knowledge. I would also like to thank all the faculty members who are for their presence and for encouraging students to participate. And last but not the least, I would like to thank all the students for their active participation and for attending the event. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.